Okay, now this one is the original, and I got second one with 08 with white marks on it. I connected to FC200 and I now began to read the files from it. Will make as 08 donor. Then I will save password here. Then I will go to read P flash. We'll make a backup from this one also. The 091, I wrote the original files of it back in, and now I will make a backup from the second one, donor 08. I will read the files, then I will write the original files from the original one. Okay, the second donor have white marks on it. Now I will wait for the reading and come back again while begin to write. Okay, now from the 081, the donor, I have a backup. Then go to write P flash. Yes. We'll go here to original, P flash, and open. Yes. Also here I noticed a difference. The donor with white marks is Q4 and the original is Q8. Here is 15 on the original and here is 14 on the donor. Anyway, we will mark it with the white marks. Here maybe I'm having a bad network connection, so we'll wait. Now it began to load the file. Now it began to write the file. Here we have some skip same partitions because the hardware is the same. Okay, now I will wait for that and come back again. Okay, now it will finish writing the P flash file on the donor. Write data successfully, then write D flash. Yes, D flash from the original. Open. Okay, write that successfully. Okay, now I will go to install the newer control unit. Okay, now I plugged the new controller. Okay, and ran a quick test with Xentry. I didn't try to start the car till now. Okay, I'll try to start it. Bismillah. Now it's ran, but I have a check engine light on. Now we will turn the ignition on and go to clear fault memory. Open circuit, switch over, short circuit. Same problem. Open circuit because this one connector is unplugged. Clear fault memory. Evaporative, open circuit. Okay. Look, purge, short, switch over, short. I will unplug the switch over. Switch over is unplugged. Here the short circuit will be open circuit. Switch over has an electrical fault, so we have the same problem. Now I will look what can I do next and see. Okay, now here I'm having the same problem, and now I'm connecting the original engine computer, and here I have this one here. I will double check the wire colors. This one is red and green, and the other is brown and violet. And for the other one is having also red and green. This one, which is red and green, is terminal 15. The other one is yellow. On the left is having yellow, here is having brown and violet. So I will double check those on WIS and Star Finder. So here I want to go electrical system engine, go to direct injection and ignition system. For this one, go to circuit diagrams, then start search. Double click on that. Maybe you can use this one and type Y77/1 or Y101, as I remember. Or maybe you can double click on that. here I have F for fuse box. I don't want that. I need the engine wiring, gasoline direct injection. Okay, double click on that. Wiring diagram for gasoline direct injection and ignition control unit. Here I have N3/1. We'll make it bigger. Then I need color wires. Then I swap this. Here is N3/1 engine computer. If you don't know the abbreviations, you can go there, or maybe you can highlight it. MESFI control unit, engine computer. For those parts, here is boost. Sorry, it is not clear. Divert air, switchover valve, and here is boost pressure control, pressure transducer. This one with the brown violet, okay, is Y77/1. Go to Star Finder. Uh, 205. Y77. This one. Okay. Here on the middle of the engine is Y77/1. Is having brown violet. On the center, Y77/1 with violet. So this connector is for this part. The other one on the left is having yellow wire. The other one is Y100. This one, divert air switch over valve. Go to Star Finder. This one, and look on the location. On the left side, behind this vacuum unit. Here is behind this vacuum unit, from the left, this one. So these two connectors now is connected well, as I connected earlier, and we are still having the same problem. Also, I measured power on those wires. I already measured continuity between pin number 2 here to 51, and from pin number 1 to pin 23. Okay, I will try to zoom in. Okay, these two wires are connected and these two wires are good. So maybe I have a problem with power, although I'm having power here. I measured them, but I will do it once again just to check it. Now I will connect test lamp or maybe the digital multimeter to check those wires. Okay, now I will disconnect this one and I will use my digital multimeter to see. Okay, inside the vehicle now the ignition is on, and here is connected to pin number 1 here, and here I have 0 volts, as here it is millivolts. Okay, now I touched with my hand this one, so it changed to 2 volts, but leave it. Here we have 0 volts, 6 millivolts, so it's 0 volts. Now I will touch a ground here, and look, if I touch a ground here I have 10 volts. Okay, leave it 0, touch ground 11. So here we have a good power, and the second wire have a continuity there. Also this one is the same. So now I will continue in the wiring, and till now I don't know the problem, but maybe I will have a look on those to track these wires. Red and green, I think the problem is the main problem, and I'm sure these 2 wires are good, signal wires, pin 51 and 23. The yellow and brown wires are good. So I will continue to see if there is a problem on this part of wiring, or I don't know. But also don't forget that we have a problem also with this part, which is having the same wire color, red and green, and also this one is having power, but maybe there is something wrong with the red and green wires. So if I connect this one here to touch power and have a look, millivolts, touch a ground, look, 11. So we have power, but something is going wrong, I think, with the terminal 15 or some wires on terminal 15. So we have to track them here. So I will see where they are coming from, and I will continue. I think they are coming here from this fuse box, but nothing is better than WIS, so I will continue tracking here these wires. It's coming from pin number 6 on the connector X26, and also from X25/7 on pin number 5, and coming out from fuse number 101 on K40/8. K40/8. I think this one will be this fuse box front on the left. K40/8. /8, okay, is engine fuse and relay module. Okay, you can also double check that. I know will be this part here, but you can check it also if you are not sure on Star Finder. Okay, this one will be here. Engine fuse and relay module. Inside it you have components. Fuse number 101. Here the picture is loading. Okay, here it is still loading for fuse number 101, and we can look here directly for this fuse. Maybe there is a problem there, I'm not sure, but we can continue. Also, I will check on the WIS this component. Y58/1, I think. I will follow that on the wiring and see what we can do next. Okay, here I'm back on the 205, and after going on the internet, I downloaded the fuse box diagram for this car, and here I have the fuse box in the engine compartment, this one here. And as you remember from WIS, we were having the fuse number 101 to suspect it, but earlier this one here. Have a look on this fuse box. This fuse is 100 and this one is 101. Look here. Should be fuse 100 there, and this one is 101. Okay. On the WIS, we suspected fuse number 101. But after I read the fuses, here is 101 for circuit 87/2, 102 87/1, 103 is 87/4, 104 is 87/3. From this, I suspected something wrong on my testing, because as I remember from the WIS, all of those circuits are shorted to each other inside the wiring, and all of them will get power to, or transfer power to this wire. So all of them will transfer power to circuit 87. So now I will turn the ignition on. After I see those, I tried to pull out those fuses. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. I tried to pull out them, and I found this one is blown. So if we connect test light here, here is my mistake. Look for the lamp here. Good. And this one is blown. Actually, this one is blown, but internally there is a short circuit on the wiring that will make this test not good. Look here. Okay, you see the lamp. on this way of testing, I'm wrong. Actually, I'm wrong. Look here. If I pull this fuse out, have a look on it. Actually, it is blown. Maybe you can look here. Wait. This fuse is blown. But if you test it with a test lamp, it will not give you the correct results. So now I have to replace this fuse and test again. Actually, if we now here we have this fuse out. If you go here with a test lamp or with the digital multimeter, here I have my digital multimeter positive and negative. It doesn't matter, it will show minus because we swapped the multimeter leads. But look here, even if the fuse is out from the fuse box, you have power here. You still have power here because this wire internally, I mean by this wire, the red and green wire, is internally shorted inside the wiring. Also, it is here. But even if the fuse is out, you will still have power here and there, but it will not provide the enough current for the parts. So now I will go to replace this fuse and see what we will have next. Okay, now I have this fuse here, which is 20 amps. I will replace it again, but now you have to only test the wiring. Now I will disconnect this, plug this one, and make sure everything here is plugged. And ignition is on. Minimize this and go back to Xentry. So the right way for testing those fuses, maybe you have to pull them out with the pliers and have a visual inspection. You can't use a test light because it will give you false reading or false measurement. Now the ignition is on. And maybe I have to look here if the fuse is blown again or not. No, it's good. Okay. Look, the purge valve. Switch over, short circuit, still current. But I will go, here we have too much errors. Here I will go to the engine computer. Look, maybe the monitoring restarted, so all the fault codes are stored except this one. Okay, now we have only one fault code. Okay, turn ignition off and on. Go to version, then fault codes. It was my mistake. Now everything is okay. It was my mistake. It's wrong to test those fuses with a test lamp. It's very wrong. And also it's wrong to test them with the digital multimeter on ohms and test with both leads here for continuity like this. It's wrong. You can't do that. You can't test with the buzzer on the two test points on the fuse. It's wrong. You will have continuity although the fuse is blown. Okay, so for those fuses, I don't know the best way to do this except pulling the fuse out and have a visual look. So now I think everything is okay now. I will do it once again. Ignition's off. On again. Okay. Now we don't have purge valve short circuit and the switch over short circuit. It's my mistake, but I used to test the fuses with test lamp, and it was okay, but especially in this car because circuit 87 is shorted inside the wiring. So if one of the fuses are blown, you will still have power on circuit 87 from the other fuses, but it will not provide the enough current for the purge valve or the switchover or whatever you have on circuit 87. Okay, thanks for watching.